man, this thing's not working on this side. We're good. We're live over on the YouTube side of things. Rumble's taking a second here. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Should be live or not, or so. There it is. There it is, looking beautiful. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff. For once, you guys can't get on me for talking football today because it's NFL free agency day and we haven't even begun with the madness yet. But good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. A lot of NFL movement and free agency hasn't even started until noon Eastern today.
It's crazy, man. Crazy. Big time moves, man. Big time moves yesterday. Got some people in new landing spots. Got some people with some more money in the bank account this morning. NFL stole the show yesterday, man.
Yeah, just kind of out of nowhere. And, I know there's like legal tampering and stuff right now, but still, it's always weird that it hasn't even officially started yet. We have all these deals being made. Like you can make deals. It's supposed to be you can make deals with your current players, but you can't talk to. Well, I guess you could talk to free agents. You just can't talk to other players on other teams until today. Yeah. I guess that's
There's always some weird tape and stuff that goes into all this, and I feel like everybody's talking to somebody before they're supposed to.
I'm just proud of my Patriots for not making any dumb moves yet. You know what I mean? Not panicking.
Not panicking.
We got a linebacker. That's good.
Who'd you get?
God, I forget his name. He's from Tennessee. Linking back up with Vrabel. Vrabel, no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we got that. We got a lot to talk about. It's conference tournament week, college basketball. We got highlight today. We got a lot going on. But first, Kirk, how was your weekend?
It was all right, man. It was all right. A pretty good weekend there. I had won some bets yesterday. NHL was pretty crazy, dude. I feel like all the teams after the trade deadline, all the teams that traded everybody away won this weekend. Just upset.
So the ones that got rid of players won?
The ones that sent like their whole rosters away, they won their games.
I bet the book
makes all the sense, you know.
So they were huge underdogs then.
The huge underdogs look like sellers. Look like they're giving up on the season. They just come out and just smack people in the mouth this weekend.
Yeah, I guarantee you so many parlays were just killed this weekend.
Oh, dude.
They just didn't even have a chance.
There were definitely some money line parlays that were screwed up with some big favorites on them. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I would like, if we have time or if I remember, we can I've been wanting to do this segment for a while now, but let's talk about winners and losers from the weekend. So,
okay.
Sounds like you kind of, well, you can either have a winner or a loser there with your take. Either the teams that traded it away are the winners, or the teams that took in the new players are losers.
I think the teams that got the player, I think they'll be all right. But I think it's something we got to look at. And I feel like we talked about this a little bit last year after the trade deadline. But I mean, maybe there's something too when you get these stars on these new teams. It takes a little time to get some rapport, some chemistry, and stuff like that. And a lot of these teams that have guys that are traded away from them, they got a lot of guys that are trying to step up and trying to keep their spot in the league and all that stuff. The guys that are getting traded are usually the superstars and the guys that are safe with their teams or at least safe in the league. A lot of these guys are going to wind up playing after the fact. Maybe guys that may not be on long-term contracts and things like that, so they're trying to earn their spot. So you're seeing some of these teams with these guys that are getting chances now, just kind of laying it out on the line, man. Playing more balls to the wall, being aggressive, trying to, score goals, things like that. So maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, good. I'm glad you had a good weekend, though.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. It was a good weekend. Could always be worse. Buku did come through yesterday with that little Warinsky 2+ points. That man throws one of those little gems out there, bro. It's a winner.
I saw that. Where is it at? There we go. Speaking of which, let's say hello to our friends. Yeah, dude, Saturday, I watched the fights over with Beardo and the guys from Geeks and Gamers. First time I got to meet Jeremy and them and whatnot. God, I felt like such a retard too. Every time I do a stream, I swear I do a stream, and there was like 6 of us there. and I'm like not hosting or whatever, I'm not used to it. And then I feel retarded because I never know when to step in. I feel like I stumble through what I want to say. And I'm just like, I feel off. Peter's like, oh no, you did great. And I'm like, I feel stupid.
You just gotta embrace it, man. You just gotta
And then I had to like figure out how to like I had to like re-download and log into Discord, which I've never really used. I just have an account and whatnot. Because
I don't have one of those either.
Oh God. Yeah.
You gotta remember, I learned to do these things with Uncle Bob. So I had to just learn to get a word in edgewise anywhere I could. Anytime I hear a little pause, I just like start talking a little bit, try to get in there. But Uncle Bob will train you to do that because you got to be quick on that, man. When he takes the breath, you got to try to slide what you can say in there when you can.
Yeah.
So you get trained for that sort of thing.
It was fun though. I had a lot of fun hanging out with those guys. Appreciate them inviting me on and whatnot. And the fights were pretty good. We just watched the last 3 fights of the main card.
You know, I just realized I didn't even ask Steps yesterday. Who won?
Uncle Ive beat Pereira and took the belt from him.
He beat him.
Yeah, it was kind of, I don't know how it was controversial because like a lot of people had it Pereira 3-2.
Yeah.
I had it. I and myself and the judges had Uncle Ive 3-2 and one judge even had 4-1.
Yourself and the judges had that? That's fair.
Yeah, I mean that's how I scored it.
I don't know how I don't know how they score that stuff. That blows my mind.
I mean, but the people that were like outraged and said that he got robbed, I'm like, what do you mean? He got his ass beat. Like he didn't do anything. He had some nice punches. He had a good first round. He won the first round. After that, Uncle Ive just took over, including at the end of the second round, popped him in the mouth and almost knocked him out. He got saved by the bell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Pereira's been pretty dominant too, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's why it made me, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't used to seeing it, but like everyone kept complaining, like he didn't do anything, he just held him up against the cage all fight. Now it was impressive. Pereira still, even when he was getting rocked, was still stuffed all 12 takedowns.
I mean, he's a pretty good sized dude, ain't he?
Yeah, he never got taken down. He blocked all 12 of them, which credit too. But everyone's like, he just held him up against the cage. I go, he didn't just hold him up against the cage. He pushed that man around and pushed him up against the cage and kept bringing the pressure and kept landing punches. Now, did he do anything crazy? No, but like, hey, and Pereira said the same thing. He's like, oh man, we can't allow this in the sport. All he did was just hold me up against the cage. And I'm like, then don't get held up against the cage, dude.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything either.
You see this in UFC fights too. Every UFC fight's different because there's different strategy for different fighters and people have different styles and things like that. Sounds like he was just a smarter fighter in this thing.
But he was actually landing punches too.
Like
Pereira, and another thing was like Pereira would land some hits in too, but Uncle I would have counters. Like he wasn't just like, he's
not just taking them. Yeah.
I mean, it was good. They were both landed stuff.
Do you feel like he convincingly won the fight? Do you, in your mind, do you feel like, what is the dude's name?
Yeah.
What is the guy's name that won?
Uncle Ive.
Uncle Ive?
Something like that. Yeah, I think it's
something like that. But so you feel like he won? Because I feel like anytime you beat the champ, like if you don't knock him out, I feel like it does have to be kind of decisive.
No, this was one where we were all, now granted, we were all chit-chatting and stuff throughout the fight and talking and whatnot, but watching it, maybe I have to go back and rewatch it, but we all agreed going into that last round, Pereira had to knock him out to win. So we thought it was like, and some people are saying Pereira won the last round. That's why you could say 3-2. I'm like, okay, Pereira won the last round, but he lost 2, 3, and 4. Some people are saying he won 3, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I didn't see it that way.
I didn't see. Like I said, it always blows my mind the way they score this stuff too. How they can know that this guy hit 134 significant strikes or whatever, and how you can wait. But yeah, he threw a fury of 11 punches, and they were able to count every single one of those whether it hit or not.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if I could find the.
It'd be one thing if you could go back and watch it in slow mo, but these dudes are doing this in real time, and I'm like, how did you see that?
Well, I mean, here, look at this. Total strikes landed. He landed 127 versus Pereira's 97.
I mean, that's 30 more. That's 30 more punches.
Yeah. Significant strikes, 94 to 76.
That's what I'm saying. That's 18 more significant strikes. Those are points
And
right
this
there.
control was how much he controlled him up against the cage because then it never went to the ground.
What is that split? I can't see that. What does that say?
5 minutes and 42 seconds to 0.
Oh, well, okay. There we go. Like you had zero seconds of control in this entire fight, and you wonder why you lost.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I get why he's mad and whatnot, but I was shocked. I'll just tell you, I was shocked when like they show you the live odds before the announcement, and it was like Uncle Live was a minus 130 favorite, and Pereira was even money, and I'm like, dude, if I could right now at DraftKings, I'd put everything I have on Uncle Live at minus 130 because that should be like a minus 500. That's how I felt at the end of the fight. I'm like, no, he won that fight.
Yeah. Is Uncle Goliath or whatever his name is he undefeated?
No, he's 21-1-1.
Still pretty good.
You know what's amazing about this? This guy, he was going through Ramadan, and so he wasn't eating during
stuff.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to drink water during the day either, but he had to do that to lose weight.
I'm gonna say, let's not
That's the only thing he broke.
Yeah, well,
but still though, dude.
I think God should let him off the hook on this one.
Yeah. Well, you have to lose weight. Those guys have to chug gallons of water a day.
Yeah,
and then cut it off 3 days beforehand, and it just sucks all that water weight off of them.
And on top of that, you're about to go out and fight for 25 minutes straight. You need to be hydrated.
I mean,
like surely we could, maybe God gives a pass on this one.
Yeah, he won at least 5 minutes. You couldn't even be able to tell, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. The man fought 25 straight minutes after fasting for a week and still won the championship belt.
He's a specimen.
Heard that.
He's a specimen. Let's say hello to our friends. Grass Guys here, Blues here, Mont's in the house, no skin in the game. How we doing, everyone? I got Leslie in here. Good morning. Patriots here. How's everyone doing? What are we talking about this morning? Why are you guys so late? Huh? Why is everyone late?
Man, they've been hanging out. Mont's in here. I see Mont up there somewhere.
CBJ laid down an ass beating on the Rangers last night. Didn't see that coming. Who's CBJ?
Columbus Blue Jackets.
Woo! Blue Jackets. Let's go. Username says Will and he talks football in the morning. Get on script, chat. That's right. That's right. Look, I spent the first 15 minutes here talking about UFC. That's something different.
I know. Me and Steps talked about it for just a second yesterday, bro. Just a second. He was.
How did the show go yesterday? I only checked in at the beginning.
We're good. We went 2 hours, man.
In college basketball and shit.
We went 2 hours, man. We found a few college basketball winners. Man, in the NBA, I had the under in that Clippers-Kings game last night. It was cruising under, bro. And then fools went to overtime.
Yep, that'll happen. That'll get you every single time. Dude, I'm so glad we planned on you guys doing the show yesterday.
Yeah.
Because, with the losing an hour and everything, I was like, man, and I stayed up watching the fights, And so I'm like, man, I need to get some sleep. Well, freaking Ace was up at 2:45. I like woke up. I feel like an old man. I woke up and I was like, oh, because we made a bunch of chili with beans, everyone. We made chili with beans.
Beans.
Tri-tip. And so I had like some tri-tip chili and whatnot. Ate way too much of that shit, plus drinking beers. And so I woke up at like 2:45 and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go get some Tums. So I went downstairs. On my way downstairs, I noticed the boy's room is open. I look in there. Ace is in his bed. I'm like, maybe he went to the bathroom and fell asleep walking to the bathroom. Something wasn't there. Came downstairs. That kid is just up sitting on the couch. And I thought I was like, oh, he probably came down here and passed out on the couch. No, he was wide awake. He must have just recently gone down there, but he was just sitting there wide awake, hanging out on the couch in the dark.
Like watching the TV on the ant races like Poltergeist or something.
Yeah, he was just sitting there. And I'm like, dude, what is going on? And I'm like, okay, let's get you back to bed. So I had to deal with all that, get him back into bed and whatnot. And I'm like, man, I'm so glad I don't have to do the show in like 2 hours.
Bro, yeah. It is always kind of creepy when you find the kids. When I was a kid, man, I used to sleepwalk a lot. Just whatever I'd sleepwalk. My mom said I would go in the living room and I would like turn the TV on and I would turn it on to like those ant races or something. And I'd just be like standing there in front of the TV, like staring at the TV, like the poltergeist. I was like, Mom, that's creepy as shit. She was like, she just come grab me and like lead me back to my bed or something. Oh, that's some creepy stuff, Mom.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was
No
watching.
beans equals no Tums needed. Well,
No Tums. Whatever, dude. That I need Tums if I eat ice cream, bro.
Yeah. Well, should we get into the football news?
I suppose we should.
I was thinking about how to talk about this. We're just gonna go back and forth through my timeline. There's no way to there's so much stuff that went on yesterday. There was no easy way. What up, Derp? There's no easy way to just map it out. I mapped everything out last night, but I was trying to piece together all this football news, and I'm like, screw it. Fuck it, we'll do it live. You know what I mean? Kind of just we're gonna wing it. We're gonna go back and forth up my Twitter timeline and see what happened. But first, we're gonna start off with this. So we already talked about this, and Jokic historic night the other night. I did not realize this. I did not put 2 and 2 together till after the show. He had 2 triple doubles in one game.
That's incredible.
Obviously, points wise, but he legitimately got when you
do the numbers.
Yeah, when you do the numbers. So at 10 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter, Jokic logged his 29th triple-double of the season. He had 13, 10, and 10 at that moment. If you reset his points and everything like that, he logged another triple-double with 18, 11, and 12 for the rest of the game.
In a quarter and a half?
Yeah. And his second triple-double was more impressive than his first.
Yeah. In less time.
And then I'm so glad I didn't bet on him. I was going to go bet on him at plus 350 to win the MVP. But then freaking they go out yesterday and just don't even try against
I bet the Thunder.
Against the Thunder. I didn't bet the game, but they didn't even try against the Thunder, it looked like, and SGA put up 40, so then everyone's like, "Oh, he's the MVP."
I felt like yesterday I was like, I'm betting the Thunder. I was like, this is for the damn MVP, and SGA wants that thing. He's going to come out and he's going to go off in this damn game. And boy, he did. Yeah. They whipped their ass.
Yeah.
They play again tonight.
They do?
Yeah.
Ooh,
not even in Denver. Back in OKC again.
Ooh, the values on Denver there. Just to let you know.
They're like 9.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, then wait. That must mean Jokic or someone's out.
I don't think so. We'll look. We'll check it out.
If everyone's playing and they're getting 9, hammer it. God, I wish I had this.
They got him listed right now. They got everybody listed right now. Actually, yeah, they got everybody listed right now. But we know how that goes too. That doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen.
No.
They may have already adjusted that line like they did for Jalen Brunson the other night when we knew he was going to be out and they listed him early.
Yeah. But, sorry. If you look, God, it's like 60-something%, I want to say. When the team that lost and they're playing the next night back to back, whether it's
home or away,
spot,
yeah,
home or away, or if there's 1 day rest, but you're playing the same team next, the team that lost usually gets a revenge spot. I
feel like we've even seen that in the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like it's happened a couple times.
And remember, now I'm starting to remember it. We broke it down. It was the first quarter, actually. So if you want just to first, I would look, if you want to look money line with any, you look at Denver first quarter money line. Will probably be your best bet.
Okay.
Happened with a couple of weeks ago. It was was it Suns and Clippers or something like that? It was the Suns and someone. And I was like, this is where you want to take the Suns, even though I hate the Suns. Take the Suns the first quarter. They won the first quarter like 40-23.
Yeah, who the hell was it? I can't remember who that was, but you're right. They did come
Pelicans?
through.
Was it Suns and Pelicans?
Might have been the Pelicans. Yeah, it might have been the stupid ass Pelicans.
What up, Air John Pizza Artist? How we doing?
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Game on. Do it live. That's right. We'll just do it
live. And what's up, Joseph? Over here in YouTube chat. He said first he was in here early, man. He was in here before 7 o'clock this morning.
Jeez. And a baby. Some of us are on time.
Good morning to you fine folks, man.
Good morning. All right, here we go. Let's see. We got a bunch of... Oh, dude. By the way, did you see this?
Oh, God. What's that?
Did you see this?
No.
This is the chick that wants to be paid like NBA players.
Is that Angel Reese?
Yeah. You can't do this, Craig.
For one, you got to get all the way across that damn line before
Yeah.
you get ready to throw it.
She
Two,
nailed that. It's like, okay,
deal.
that happens, right? And then watch this. She gets her own rebound.
Oh God, give me a break. I can't stand that fool.
I don't know how she doesn't know that she can't touch it there. Just because you throw, like, you can't throw it off the backboard.
She's
and
an
it's hot.
idiot.
So,
She's an idiot.
and then look at her look over here like, what?
Her whole life she's been better because she's been bigger than everybody else. She ain't never been any damn good at basketball. Trash,
And that's
man.
the one that wants a pay raise.
Yeah. Sit out. Or she gonna sit out. Sit out. Sit down.
Oh,
Shut
I
up.
have a thing here. I hope this is true. I don't know if it's true. I want to believe it's true. Talking about Angel Reese. So, Angel Reese came out and was saying like, "Oh, we need to be paid." Blah 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 blah. I want this to be true so bad. I don't know if it is, but apparently this is the WNBA commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, on Angel Reese's lockout threats. After all, nothing says progress like halting our momentum, right? You have little to no leverage here. I wouldn't expect someone with a 2.0 GPA in college to understand how business works. Sticks to making layups and let the experts handle the business.
Shots fired.
I want this to be true.
I wanted to be
verified
true
it
so bad. I wanted that to be true so bad. If that's the case, man, if that is true, I kind of like the WNBA commissioner. She gets it. Like, she understands, look, we can't say shit to nobody right now. We're trying to build this thing, and we ain't built shit yet. So sit down, shut up, go play basketball, and be done with it. That's what we pay you to do.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan, too. If this is true, I'm a fan of the WNBA commissioner because she's right.
Kathy knows what's up.
Derp.
All right, here we go. Let's get into the NFL stuff.
Derp.
Ravens are re-signing left tackle Ronnie Stanley to a 3-year, $60 million deal. They retain their big boy. This is one guy. Drip says, come on, Cricket. You know what that McDonald's Angel Reese meal. Or you want that McDonald's Angel Reese meal.
I won't ever eat McDonald's again, bro.
Ugh.
Ever.
God, this is the guy that the Patriots were trying to lure away. Rumors, but big boy gets paid. Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Smart by them.
Very smart by them. That's the guy they needed. The Paul Skeens rookie debut patch autograph is now up to $660,000.
How long is this auction going for?
I don't know. I gotta imagine it ended yesterday or it's gonna end today.
It may have something. Maybe like every time a bid's put in, you got like 48 hours more or something.
That's how I do it. I'm like, well,
that's
I got the whole year. Whatever you guys want.
Yeah, exactly. I'd give people 2 days to think about it for sure. Every time a new bid came in, because somebody sits back, thinks about it, and they wind up firing another 100,000 out there. Because it was only like 200-something thousand the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like 220.
Yeah, so it's tripled.
No triple.
World Series.
That's right.
Well, good for him, man.
Yes, indeed. Let's see.
It's gonna be gross. It's gonna be gross when he sells it for like 850,000, and then he winds up going on to be the greatest pitcher to ever live, and that card's worth like an island in the Pacific.
It's fine. Oh, he can wipe his tears with all his cash.
606,000, a lot of money.
The Saints. This is why I love diving into the numbers, into the salary caps, because a lot of people don't understand it, and it's fascinating to me. I'm a numbers guy. But this is why the salary cap is stupid sometimes, because Saints, who are always last 3 or 4 years, always 50 million over the cap, and they've got to find a way. And it's not just cutting players, because they'll cut a few players, free up some cap space. But then, as we'll see with Josh Allen too, some teams are just like, you know what? Here's what we do. We just give our quarterback more money up front and spread that thing out, and that frees up salary cap space. And that's exactly what the Saints did here with Derek Carr. They turn his base salary into a signing bonus to keep New Orleans and to keep him in New Orleans this season, and frees up $30 million in cap space. So if you give it to him as a signing bonus, you can spread it out. It doesn't have to all count for this year.
I don't understand this shit.
I know. It doesn't make a lick of sense.
All this fake, phony money. They just throw it around, write a number, add a few more zeros to it, move it to next year, put it back on this year, trade this guy here. You get half the
Add
salary.
some void years, you know?
Let's have some void years. Don't even count. Just make this money disappear. I don't fucking understand it, man. It don't make no damn sense to me. None of this.
I know. But, hey, congrats to Derek Carr. You just got 30 check.
Good for him playing like one of the biggest bums in the damn league. They just give him more money. Here, just take it. It's unreal, dude. The amount of overpaid bums in this freaking league.
Did you see what happened to Luka last night or the other night when they played the?
What did he do?
So he got the ball stolen on him, right? By the way, LeBron ended up pulling his hamstring or something.
Groin, I think.
Groin. So he's going to be out for a couple weeks. So all that momentum LA had going for them, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. But watch this.
Just get him healthy.
Watch Horford here.
Bounce pass and the finish from Horford.
Oh, he teabagged him. Oh, man. Well,
he didn't teabag him. He put a knee to his face.
Felt like a teabag. Felt like he put his nuts right on his forehead. What's he doing? Why keep running right there? I mean, Al had some momentum going. Golly, he did knee him right in the fucking dome.
Yeah,
what is Luka doing? What is Luka doing?
I know that's kind of his fault, dude. You can't
you're allowed to grab because if he doesn't grab that rim right there, he's going to land on his head.
Yeah.
So Luka should have realized right there that. I mean, that's his fault. Be aware.
I say. I don't know if he ever got a penalty on this or a tech or anything like that.
Shouldn't have.
Be aware. Hockey.
You could have been aware before you turn the ball over, and you could be aware after you turn the ball over.
That's true. Check this out. Bet you guys didn't have this on your bingo card today of what we're going to talk about on the show, but this is a 280 pound. We got college wrestling going on right now.
College wrestling, okay.
Yeah, we got a 285 pound big boy picking up another 285 pound big boy and throwing his ass out of the circle. Watch this.
You get your ass out of here.
That's amazing, dude.
Take your ball and go home. That is a strong dude right there. That is
this
a big
dude's
old boy.
Probably a multiple high school state champion.
Yeah, probably won the state champion. Probably never lost a match in high school or something.
And this dude just picked him up like he was nothing.
Yeah, just grab him. Get out of my ring.
This dude's the number one ring guy in the country. This guy's the number 4. And he just picked the number 4 up like it's not. And the reason why he did that is because in college, that's a point. If you can push him out, that's a point.
I was going to say he's already up 11-2.
Yeah.
Jeez, there's a guy that's number 1. What is that name? Gable Stevenson? Okay. I got a feeling Gable's the national champion. Probably was last year.
I feel like Gable's pretty good at football, too.
Gable looks like an athlete. What we just saw him do right there was pretty impressive.
It ain't easy.
No. Like you said, what, 285 what these dudes weigh?
285.
He just picked him up. Like that's actual footage of you taking Ace back to bed when he wakes up in the middle of the night. That's about what it looked like, bro.
Ain't wrong. Wrong.
Jeez, that is. I didn't have that on the bingo card, but I'm glad I got to see it. That was impressive.
Oh, I love college wrestling. It's a good time of the year.
I like watching wrestling, dude. I had a bunch of buddies that wrestled state champions in high school and stuff like that, and I loved going to watch them wrestle in the big tournaments and things like that. Wrestling was never my thing, but I do enjoy it. It's exciting, bro. Especially when you get 2 good wrestlers out there.
Yeah, I can't wait for my boys to get into it.
Oh, God. Al is going to be a savage, bro.
I think if I had to pick right now, which one I think would be the best wrestler or will be the best wrestler, it's going to be Phoenix.
Okay.
That girl is aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Scrappy.
Be aggressive.
Hit from anyone. I'm like, okay.
That's what it takes, bro. Don't take that shit from nobody.
Yeah. Watch this.
It's one of the things, man. Nobody undefeated against Father Time.
No, dude. This isn't him getting injured.
That's not him getting injured?
No. Watch what he does here.
Oh, he trying to say he got hit in the mouth?
Yeah, it's a
I
flop.
really thought that was his groin. I thought like that's what it looked like to me. Like he jumped.
He might have hurt himself acting like trying to
trying to act like he got hit.
fake this flop here. Look at this.
Yeah, dude. That really might have been when he had to like strain right there. It might have been when he got hurt.
Love freaking bum. Now we're gonna get to the meat of things. Started off yesterday with Myles Garrett. He said, "Listen, I don't want your money. I'm trying to meet with the owner. The owner says, piss off. I'm not meeting with you. I'm not trading you." We were headed on a collision course for a great holdout. And then he said, "Hey, how about we give you $40 million a year? We'll make 120 of it, 123 of it fully guaranteed." And Myles Garrett said, "Well, screw winning. I'll take that money."
It's kind of a sellout move, dude. There ain't no
I
way in hell.
I ain't mad at it. I'm
There's
slightly
no
mad
way
at
in
it.
hell.
He wasn't going to. He said it wasn't.
No way in hell I request a meeting with my boss when I'm the most important employee in the entire building, and I request to meet with the boss, and he tells me no. You can kiss my ass. You can take your money and shove it up your ass because you don't respect me. And that man would have got paid anywhere anyway. Now you get to go back to Cleveland hell and never even sniff a ring. You may never play in another playoff game.
Cricket.
It's kind of a bitch move.
I know what you're saying, but you've never stared 123 million guaranteed in the eye.
He was going to get that money anyway. It don't matter where he goes. Somebody was going to give him north of 100 million guaranteed. It didn't matter where he went. And he might have actually had a shot at a ring. He'll never sniff a ring in this stupid ass place. And that owner's going to sit and tell me he can't even meet me, can't even take the time because he's busy and all this shit. Fuck that guy. I would have told him, I would have literally showed that whole franchise my butthole. All of them.
Because its Browns continue to raise the bar on stupid fucking business decisions. Yeah. Listen, I get it, but I kind of respect Haslam on this because he paid a tax.
That guy's a cocksucker.
He paid a tax, and I respect him for paying
He's a Tennessee guy. He's a cocksucker.
Sure, he could be a cocksucker, but he paid the tax. He he said, "No, I'm not meeting with you. You're not leaving, and I'm gonna add another zero to the end of this thing. You're gonna shut up." And
see, that part pisses me off too. Letting these rich people have their way and just tell like they own you or something. Literally, that's like he owns you, bro. Like he owns you. He'll tell you what to do. You don't get to. You don't have your free will, Myles Garrett. You don't get to go do what you want. You don't explore. I own you. All I do is throw another zero that don't matter to me. It don't matter. I got gazillions of dollars anyway. I'll throw one more zero, and you'll come back here and you'll work for me like a child.
I wish he would own me. I would love to be owned.
Anybody would have paid him that money. Maybe not that much, but what's the difference in when you get in $100+ million? What's the difference in 110 and 120? He would have still got it.
Clearly enough to stay in Cleveland.
Well, that's his own fault. And I'm sorry, but if you don't ever get to play in a playoff game, I don't feel sorry for you because I think you're an idiot for signing that deal.
I'm only mad at him. Because he said it wasn't about the money he was done. He wanted to be out. I wanted a little bit more of a fight. Like, can we at least get to the official free agency period?
For somebody that stood so strong on this and was acting like he was going to beat his chest and I've got all the control, yada, yada, and the first offer they throw at you, you're like, yep, where do I sign? Give me a break.
Yeah, I agree with you. Myles Garrett is a weak little bitch. You guys heard that. You heard that there. Cricket said it. He's a weak little bitch.
I didn't say he's a weak little bitch. I said he's a sellout.
Basically what you just said.
No, I didn't. I said he's a sellout.
I heard weak little bitch, but tomato, tomato.
Go to the tape.
So this is his official contract. 4 years, 160 million. 88. So yesterday or whenever he can officially sign it, he's getting $88.8 million check. That's hitting the bank account that day.
Buku says, I just can't believe I chose to be a Browns fan all those years ago. It's hard in the yard.
That's the other thing. It's not about how much guaranteed you got to, and which we're finding out. We'll get to the Josh Allen contract too. We're finding out like one of the things isn't just how much is guaranteed and how much you're getting more. It's about when you get that money. So like one of the things with this contract, he gets like 100 and what is it like?
And how can they even afford this?
What do you mean?
with all the other Deshaun Watson nonsense. I know they restructured it some, but how do they even have this amount of money? Who else are they going to pay?
That money's gone with Deshaun. Once you make these deals, the guaranteed money has to go into escrow.
Isn't it factored into the cap though?
Oh, and the cap, yeah.
But that's all I care about. I know that Haslam's got enough money to pay all these people today. Right now, he can clear all those contracts out today with the money in his bank account. But it's the fact that you can't pay for nobody else to help these guys around you. It ain't like the quarterback you paid is the best quarterback in the league. He's not even close. He's bottom half at best. And now Myles Garrett.
Well, the reason why it matters with the cap this year is because basically this is an extension. So this year now, he's only 19 million against the cap this year because of the way they restructured this.
I mean, they did good.
And that's another thing about giving him so much guaranteed up front and guaranteed. I think it's after year 2 he gets the 122 million. Like it's one of those, like, I think he would have collected like somewhere around 250 million in his career by the time he's age 32 with this new deal in guaranteed money.
And have zero guaranteed rings.
You're giving me $250 million. I mean,
probably zero guaranteed playoff games.
Yeah, well, unless they get Baker back. He's the only one that took him to the playoffs.
Not happening. Baker would show him his butthole. He ain't putting up with that shit.
This is funny. Myles Garrett, the Browns never winning a championship, 123.5 million guaranteed. Just slap that on there. This is from our boy AK. Shout out.
AK's great, dude.
That's how we'll fix it.
Yeah, right there. Boom. Good to go.
That will make him happy. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Jeez, man. I think I want to bet Myles Garrett under his sack total next year.
It does feel like the Browns are cursed and Myles Garrett will pull a hammy or something week 1.
I mean, shit.
I mean, how many times do we see that? Obviously, we never wish ill on anyone getting injured.
But it happens all the
time.
Never
do it.
It happened to Ayuk this year. They gave him a contract, and 2 weeks later he tore his ACL.
I blame that more so though on those guys holding out,
like not getting their bodies ready, sitting on the couch too much.
Yeah.
I agree.
Never worried about Myles Garrett getting his body ready.
No.
Also, he got his money, so we know he's going to be there this preseason and whatnot. You know,
I will say that if you're going to get, I'm much more okay with you giving that guy that money than I was Deshaun Watson, because you didn't have. I mean, Deshaun Watson hadn't proved anything. He hadn't played in 2 damn years when you did all that, and hadn't proved anything. Myles Garrett does feel like the guy that at least go out there and give you, his worth. He's going to give you the best of him every single game if he's healthy. But I still think that they had way too many problems to pay this guy that much money. It's not going to solve any of them problems by this one guy. You've had him. You still ain't won nothing. What up, Nene?
That's the other thing, too. Myles Garrett, if they had traded Myles Garrett away, they would have taken a $36 million dead cap hit this year. Instead, he's only going to count $19 million against the cap.
So you just save a little bit of that.
So it wasn't a terrible business decision, Buku.
So why? This is the part I don't understand. Why is it when you get rid of him, you got to take double the cap hit than if you re-sign him?
Because they restructured his contract.
The other deal,
if you trade him away, you have to deal with the new contract, and you have to every money and guaranteed money. Actually, every dollar you've ever given him, once he's once he's no longer part of the team, it has to eventually count towards the books. It has to be accounted for on the books. And if you keep him, you can spread that out, extend those years and whatnot, restructure.
Right.
But once he's gone, you can't do any of that shit. So then it's like, oh, by the way, you still owe $36 million towards the books that have to count this year now.
I hate to say this, y'all. Sorry, chat, but that's kind of like the Tom Brady effect, because he always did that. He was always like, I'll take a little less money, restructure this deal, take some of it back, give me some guys that can play. You know what? They got a bunch of rings for it too.
Yeah, and the owner, fucking Robert Kraft, still never spent the money.
Yeah, and he's exactly. Yeah. I got a feeling Haslam and Robert Kraft probably similar people.
No, Haslam will pay it. Belichick would have traded Garrett away years ago. Belichick always gets rid of them a year too early. Like, with what's his name? Jones.
Mac Jones?
No, Chandler Jones.
Oh, Chandler Jones.
Remember, we traded him away to Arizona for a 2nd-round pick a year while he's still in his prime. Everyone always just thought it was Belichick. Always would rather get rid of you early than later, which may be true, but also maybe it was My owner doesn't want to spend the money, so I've got to get the best value I can now. Like, I know my owner's not going to offer contract extension.
I still bet Haslam and Robert Kraft have had some whiskey sours in the massage parlor together.
I was hoping you would add a massage parlor in there.
Yeah, you know, that's the only place Robert Kraft hangs out with anybody. Hey, real quick,
guaranteed money is the issue, says Patriot. I wish someone would guarantee us a contract. That'd be kind of cool.
It would be cool, wouldn't it? I'll be right back.
Elsewhere in the NFL, we have Chiefs are keeping their star linebacker Nick Bolton in Kansas City. They agree upon a deal. He gets a 3-year, $45 million deal with $30 million fully guaranteed. Let's go. I love when these guys get paid. Seattle. This was shocking. Seattle, who seems to be cleaning house and getting rid of everyone and just resetting, acquiring draft picks, getting rid of players. They decided to keep one guy, defensive tackle Jaron Reed, signs a 3-year deal worth up to $25 million. This is a good move. Reed is a big part of that defensive line. Good move by Seattle there, especially since it seems like they're just getting rid of everyone. The Lions are releasing pass rusher Zadarius Smith. Be kind of interesting to see where he goes after this. He's kind of on his last leg, age-wise and everything. I still think he's productive, but he's going to be one of those guys that maybe just comes in for a play or two. Doesn't play every down. I think he kind of already was that, but Zadarius Smith is no longer with the Lions. This one was kind of shocking to me. Not the fact that they got rid of him, but the fact that they did it now. The Bills have released Von Miller, saving over $8 million in cap space. But I guess with the Josh Allen signing, this made this move a little bit easier. So the Bills release Von Miller. They'll save $8 million in cap space. But the reason why I said this is shocking because they're going to take like a massive cap hit, even though they are saving money. They're still taking a massive cap hit on their books this year. So I thought, based off that contract, that terrible contract that they gave Von Miller, 6-year, $100-something million contract that he never lived up to.
Imagine that.
I thought next year was a lot easier on the cap hit, a lot more manageable. So I thought next year was going to be the year they got rid of him. But since they did the Josh Allen deal, they can afford that cap hit this season. And they actually save $8 million in cap space, so it won't be too bad. But come this summer, we're going to be laughing at the Bills' salary cap when we see the guys that they're paying, and you're going to see Von Miller $30-something million cap hit, and he's not even on the team.
Watching from the skybox.
Yeah.
But
good for them.
What we got there? Well, you got some track highlights. What was that?
Oh, this chick gets her ass beat, dude. Watch this chick right here. These two girls, okay? Watch them. She just starts smacking her in the back of the
head with a baton.
Right?
Whatever. I think we should have it. This is the way track should be ran. You should
like
be able to joust.
Yes,
you should be able to joust with a baton all the way down the track like that. That's 100% would be way more exciting. Oh, yeah. Man. That's crazy.
We don't even have time to talk about these fun stories because I'm retweeting all this stuff, and the next thing I know, we have all this NFL stuff that happened. But Dana White says he's confident that John Jones and Tom Aspinall is going to happen this summer, so that's exciting. The Vikings are re-signing running back Aaron Jones to a 2-year, $20 million deal. This is basically a 1-year, $13 million deal. That's what people get shocked. Get misled by this. Everyone says, "Oh, we got $10 million a year." He actually got 1 year, $13 million because that's what was guaranteed. $13 million was guaranteed.
I feel like this is a way better signing for somebody like them than I know. Myles Garrett's the best defensive player in the damn league, stuff like that. But as far as value and stuff goes, what Aaron Jones gave the Vikings last year versus what they got him for this year, it's a good deal for the Vikings, man.
Yeah.
The guy's still a player. I know he's had his injury issues and stuff. I know he's an aging guy, but he was productive last year.
Yeah, I mean, when you compare it to what the top guy's getting, Saquon's getting $20 million. He's getting 13 for this 1 year.
Feels very fair.
Yeah, and on the books, I mean, you can spread that 13 around over 2 years, so you're good.
Yeah. No,
because that second year, basically, you have to look at what's guaranteed, and $13 million is guaranteed. And they can release him after next year when he has 1 year left on his contract. So it's a 1 year, $13 million deal.
And yeah. Okay. Like I said, not a bad move.
Yep. Dude, we're gonna get to. I'll just give it to you. I'll tell you right now. We won't have time for winners and losers. One of my losers from the weekend is the Bengals organization. There's a list that we'll get to of players that they could have paid.
Why could no professional football franchise in the state of Ohio figure it out?
You got one that will throw money at everyone. You got the other one that doesn't want to throw money at anyone. And now they're in a terrible spot.
They're like polar opposites, like evil twins. Yeah. And they both suck.
They could have paid Jamar Chase last year an average of $36 million a year, which is a lot of money. But they couldn't get to an agreement. Then he goes out and wins a triple crown.
Yeah.
And then they say they want to make him the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. The Myles Garrett signs a $40 million yearly average.
Just across the way.
Now you've got to pay Jamar Chase over $40 million a year.
Yeah. Deserve what you get, idiots.
Should have just got it done last year.
Quit hanging on to that money. You got billions in the bank, afraid to spend millions.
I thought this was funny. Buku probably saw this. Over 9.5 players in the penalty box in the Kraken Caps game. They had 10 people in the penalty box.
They were angry, bro. I love this.
Was everyone just fighting?
Look, I guess so. I didn't see this one. I didn't watch a lot of this game the other day. This was on Saturday early. It was one of the early games, so I didn't see a lot of it. But I love it when that happens, bro. A little group field trip to the penalty box. That's wonderful.
That's funny. Let's get to the big news. Bills agreed to a record-breaking 6-year contract extension with Josh Allen worth $330 million.
How many years?
6. He had 4 years left on his deal. The Bills said, "Fuck that. Let's get rid of this contract. Rip it up. We're going to give you 6 years, $330, and
so
200."
He makes less than Dak per year.
Yes, but he has more guaranteed money than Dak.
Okay. That's what
he has. 200.
That's what matters.
He has 250 fully guaranteed, the most ever in NFL history.
Do you have any idea? You don't have to look it up, but do you have any idea how much they guaranteed Dak?
I think 220, something like
that. And Josh Allen got how much?
250.
Okay. Keep going.
Yeah. This is a smart move by the Bills. If you got your guy, now obviously injuries, you can't ever account for that, but you've got your franchise quarterback. He's proved himself. He just won the damn MVP. This is how you should do it. You should give him a boatload of money over a good chunk of the years.
Show him you're loyal to him.
But think about it. He on average is $55 million a year. And I got some stuff. I'll show you where that ranks, which is a lot of money. But the way the salary cap keeps going up and the way these quarterbacks, the next guy keeps getting paid. I mean, Dak is about to count $80 million against the cap this season. So you've got a guy it's a huge advantage. You got your guy, pay him. It frees up. This is why I said the Super Bowl window is back open. Because now they've got cap space. Now they're not in cap hell, and their guy gets paid. So, I mean, it's a win for everyone.
Everybody's happy in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, dude.
Now, the Bills just better not do that stupid thing where they give James Cook $15 million a year. That would be stupid.
Whatever, dude. I like James Cook.
You can like him. He's not $15 million a year. I'm sorry.
I think James Cook's worth more than a year than Aaron Jones. At this stage of his career, 100%. James Cook,
but
it's not his fault they misused him for the first 4 years he was there.
Yeah, but you're getting you have to sign Cook to a longer deal than a 1-year deal. So it's tough. Those aren't apples to apples.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Because if you only got to pay a guy for 1 year, you might pay a little bit more just to keep him for that one season.
And James Cook, he's at that stage of his career. He wants that 5-6 year contract.
He's getting a 4-year minimum contract. Probably. If I was him, I'd probably just meet in the middle on James Cook and just $12 million a year over 4 years.
You give that man a 4-year $50 million. Say 4 year $50 million. I don't think you can sneak that if you're James.
$12.5 million a year.
That's a pretty good deal.
You put 36 of it guaranteed. Everyone's happy.
I think that would be smart for all parties. And you still got a shot to win a Super Bowl because
I'm going to bookmark this in case we nail that contract.
Yes, we hammer it. Yeah. They're probably watching this morning like, hell, somebody call and offer James $12.5 million a year right now.
I was just listening to these guys. They're geniuses. Geniuses, I say. Patriots they're signing linebacker Harold Landry, 3-year, $43.5 million deal, 26 fully guaranteed. Let's go.
This is the
Vrabel
guy
gets his
that's back with Vrabel, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Vrabel gets his guy back. Let's go.
Tell you
baby.
what, those guys that he had played for him down in Tennessee, they played hard for him, man.
Mm-hmm. And I like bringing in some of these veteran guys, especially on the defensive side of things.
Yep.
I like it.
I'm with it.
I like
I'm with
it. This was a huge news yesterday. Seahawks are trading DK Metcalf to the Steelers for a second-round pick.
Dude, what do you think? I don't know.
You want to just run with all the memes and all the jokes that everyone's running with yesterday about DK and George Pickens fighting at practice?
I started to say, I was like, I didn't even think about that. I don't remember all that, but I was like, there ain't no way these two guys' personalities are going to mesh.
Oil and water in that locker room.
Straight up, bro. And now George Pickens got to be a little salty because he's not even sure if he's the number one receiver anymore.
Or if he's going to have number 14. Who gets number 14?
If I'm George, you try to take my jersey and I won't play it down.
DK can buy it off him because DK signed a 5-year, what was it? 5-year, $150 million contract extension.
I ain't gonna lie. I think George wants out of Pittsburgh too. And
probably.
I think this is kind of more the writing on the wall there. I don't think this is going to work well, dude.
It's not going to work well. They
realize nobody throws the football up there, right?
What could go wrong? You got Justin Fields, DK Metcalf, George Pickens, and you forget who's calling the plays for them.
Yeah,
Arthur Smith.
And you got two dudes that really don't like not getting the ball, and there's only so much. Yeah, and you got a quarterback that can't throw the damn thing. And you got a guy that's an idiot.
Coordinator that's an idiot.
Yeah, it's like what could go wrong here? I know
the only thing keeping that together is Mike Vrabel.
Derp, I know y'all are super excited about this. All you Steelers fans, B-Mac, everybody excited about this. I don't think this is good. I don't think the Steelers did anything.
I think it's great for us. It's gonna be great content. We can talk about it.
It's exciting and everything, and everybody's bored in March and wanting to talk football and all that. I don't think this is a good deal.
I thought it was hilarious seeing all the memes of like Step Brothers. I hate you. Like the Step Brothers clips.
Yeah.
George Pickens, DK Metcalf.
Oh God, we need to start making these memes right now and just have them on.
I think DK's attitude changes when he gets that, when he signs that contract.
I like
5-year, $150 million. You're gonna give me $30 million a year. Okay.
I like DK. I just know George is kind of a dipshit, and I know their personalities are not going to mesh because DK ain't going to take his shit, and they're going to wind up coming to blows in the locker room or something. He said they get the time machine to go with Wilson and DK. Yeah, they'll need that. Take it back to about 2015.
Yeah. I can't believe $30 million a year for DK, though. Like, God, that's insane.
Hey, DK agent, real MVP.
I'm going to get it. It's the market now. I just can't believe we got to the market here. I saw Sauce Gardner complaining yesterday talking about, hey, why is it that defensive ends and wide receivers get paid way more than defensive backs? I'm like, well, clearly they're more important. Why don't you shut down some of those wide receivers and show that you're worth more money than them? And it's real funny. Sauce decides to say that now after that shit year he just had. I mean, he had a terrible year.
Yeah, well, I mean, Seahawks offense wasn't very electrifying either.
You're just a big fat curly haired fuck.
But you go from, it's like the Steelers offense was abysmal last year, dude.
It's crazy though. Najee's a free agent. He's going to get paid somewhere. Najee quietly got 1,000 yards last year. And he's the only running back in the league who's done it 4 years in a row. That's active.
Really?
Yeah. You think of Najee, you think, no, bum, you don't want him. But then you're like, oh, well. Here's the thing with Najee. If you need 3 yards, he's going to get you 4. If you need 5, he's going to get you 4.
Dude, he's a lot. Yeah. He's a lot bigger than I realized,
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Najee's a pretty good size old boy.
Big boy.
Yeah. Good morning, Ripper.
God, yeah, we got this news too, man. Then we have Devontae Adams going to the Rams, 2 years, $46 million deal.
Hey, yeah, that's kind of great. What do you think about that? I don't think that's the worst.
No, I don't think it's terrible. I'm just like, that's a lot of money for
You got him
Devontae.
cheap. You get him down there with
Adams.
Matthew Stafford. You got your quarterback re-sign, all that stuff, man. You got him back down there, and that gives him a little something to be excited
Dude,
about.
I can't wait to see what McVay is going to do. You've got Adams and Puka.
Because I'm just saying, as long as you use Devontae the right way, Devontae still moves well on the field, dude.
Oh yeah, no,
he still made some crazy catches last year. He was just on a really, really bad team.
Oh, hey, look at that. The Cowboys made a move yesterday. They're re-signing safety Marquise Bell to a 3-year deal.
Way to make a splash.
Jets are re-signing linebacker Jamie Sherwood to a 3-year, $45 million contract. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That is crazy. And we haven't got to the craziest part yet. So here he is, highest average annual salary. Josh Allen's now tied in second. This is how great of a deal it is. He's tied with Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, my gosh.
He's tied with Jordan Love.
Let me just look at this list of people.
Look at this. I'm grabbing a cup of coffee.
We got Dak at the top of this. That seems smart. You got Trevor Lawrence tied for second. Jordan Love, jury's still out. I'm okay with Joe Burrow being up there. Joe Burrow should be the top one on this list. Tua, Jesus. Man's head's made of paper mache. Herbert ain't really earned that money. Lamar should be higher. Jalen Hurts should be higher. And then Kyler and Deshaun ain't sniffed at that earning that money. I don't understand, man. I don't. I just don't get it. I don't get it. How people think that these guys, or there's like, let's see, 1, 2, there's 4 guys on that entire list that are worth the bottom money on that list. Everybody else on that list does not sniff that amount of money per year. Should not.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Trevor Lawrence on that list. We got Jordan Love who ain't done nothing on the list. We got Tua who can't play a full season on that list. Herbert ain't earned his money. Kyler Murray, Jesus. Deshaun Watson, we all know that. I mean, come on now. What are we doing here? And that's just because it's the going rate. And that's what I'm saying. I hate that the fact that every time we redo these contracts, just because of inflation and shit, we assume these quarterbacks are worth more money. They're not worth half that damn money, man.
This is where it's huge and why it's such a big deal with that contract extension, why it's smart by the Bills. Even though he's the second in average annual salary this next season, he's only going to count for 19.7% of the salary cap, which is
they're going to have a better record than all of those teams, except maybe the Eagles.
See, Burrow's almost 25. He's almost a quarter of the salary cap to his team, whereas Josh is less than a fifth, just basically a fifth. Which is huge. That's a huge deal.
Just shows you who's front. This is the front office rankings right here. Is what this is. It lets you know that the damn, but it's in reverse because the Bills should be up there at number 1 doing it that way, and then you got Joe Burrow here, which Joe Burrow is worth a quarter of the team's salary.
No, he is, but so is Josh Allen. Josh Allen would be worth a quarter as well, but if you can make it to where he's worth a fifth, or where he only accounts for a fifth,
and there's a reason
closing line value, Cricket.
And that right there, exactly, and that right there is the reason the Bills played in the AFC Championship last year, and the Bengals didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened. You gotta have good players around.
The NFL on a random Sunday night. Are you not entertained?
Fair. That's fair. Last night, my phone was just blowing up with all these no. And I was like, what is going on?
How long did it take you to get to the point of like, well, I know what Will wants to talk about in the morning?
I text Buku. We were texting back and forth all this stuff. I was like, I'm going to have to talk stupid-ass NFL all morning tomorrow.
At least there's legitimate things to talk about.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I can get on board with some of these stuff. It does affect the season with some of these moves. So, but yeah, Buku told me, he said, you better get excited.
Yeah, dude, we're about to, let's be honest, about to be a couple of days of this because free agency starts today. And so, we're going to have
okay with talking about some of the moves that actually matter. I'm okay with that.
Not talking about,
I don't want to talk about
offensive lineman schemes.
Yeah.
And
I don't
3-4 set with the guards and who's going to be a good polling guard and with this offensive system.
I'm not ranking my top 10 guard pickups. I'm not doing it.
I'm going to save that. Wait till middle of July, guys.
That's fair.
Wait to bring you my top 10 guards.
The dog days. You may be right. We may have to go to that. That's fair.
Great guard play here. Dude, the Yankee season may be over. Sorry, Buku. Man, Buku took it on the chin yesterday. First his Browns, then his Yankees. Stanton, might have to have season-ending surgery before the season even starts. Looks like Garrett Cole needs Tommy Johns. They lost Soto.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel bad for this organization. They just never catch
I don't ever. I'll never feel bad for the damn Yankees ever. It's what you get. You keep paying all these guys later in their career after they've already pitched for 7 damn years, throwing 100 mile an hour every single game, and you pay them $300 million just to watch their elbow explode.
That's 100% true, Patriot. He said Will had his mock draft ready 24 hours after the Super Bowl. Facts.
Mock draft.
Facts.
Since those always are so accurate.
We'll get in. Odell Beckham might be caught up in this Diddy stuff, so we'll get into that another day.
Whatever.
Another winner from the weekend.
That Diddy
Big
stuff.
Cat.
Big Cat's killing it, dude.
16-0.
Did he have another pick yesterday?
Did
he have another pick yesterday?
Yeah, and like one of the Sun Belt Conference Championship games.
The Sun Belt Conference Championship, and he picked the winner.
Had the over.
Unreal, dude.
Yeah, I'm still pissed about the one I lost. 20-something points in the final minute.
I told you, man. I don't feel bad for you about that one a damn bit. I told you literally verbatim what was going to happen.
This is what pissed me off. I mean, it was like close, but it wasn't. It was like a 9-point game the whole time. They never had a chance.
They didn't. But I told you the weird stuff happens, man. And I'm telling you, I've seen that. I don't know how many times this year. They'll score less than 70 in the first half and over 100 in the second half. It doesn't make any sense. Makes zero sense. I'm telling you, I've seen that movie.
Pissing me off. But hey, what can we do about it now?
Mm-hmm.
We just got to move on.
You just bet something.
We just got to move on.
That's right.
We got to talk a little highlight action, baby.
Yep.
Cricket, it is Highlight Monday. We've got a good matchup today. Devils and the Cyclones. Let's go, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You pumped? I'm pumped.
I am pumped. Can we pull up the before we get into these matches? Can we pull up the rankings?
So we see where Warriors still don't have a win. They got their ass,
they got thumped.
Their booties kicked by the Devils on Friday, but the Warriors 2-5 down there. Keep waiting for them to turn the page. It's just not happening. But we've got Fireballs up top, tied with the Renegades points wise. They have more wins overall, but points wise, 4.5 points each. And then you got the Chargers, Devils, Cyclones, and the Warriors.
This is a big match tonight, then.
Yeah.
Big time match. You got the 4th and 5th teams respectively, only a half point separated right there. This will be if the Devils can find a way to win this one, you know, they could put a little separation between them and the Cyclones right there. So this is a big match tonight, man.
Yeah, because the top 4 get into the playoffs, but also, I mean, if they can get a full point, not just a tie here, if they get a full point, 4.5, we'll put them up there tied in first. Obviously, the other teams get to play this week, but at least, you know, if one of those teams slip, both those teams, I don't know if they play each other or not, but if both of those teams lose, now all of a sudden they're all tied up, up in there, bunched up about 4.5.
I'm feeling a lot better about my
interesting down the stretch here.
I'm feeling a lot better about my Devils plus 650 ticket I bet a couple weeks ago.
Atta baby. And they don't. Look at that. I mean, it would think about this. If the Warriors finally get their first win and beat the Fireballs, and the Chargers beat the Renegades, and we're talking outright, no ties. Even if they tie, that puts the Chargers in a great spot. But if they do that, the Warriors get a win. So the Fireballs stay there. Renegades lose. Chargers would then have 5, and then second place would be tied at 4.5, 4.5, 4.5.
Yep. Who did you say? Chargers? Who did the Chargers play this week? Did you say
the Renegades?
Okay. Oh God, we got
Friday. That's our Friday match, our contest match.
I'll tell you what. I kind of like the way they've redone these points, man. I like the way it keeps it bunched up there, makes every match mean something. I like that.
Yep, it's getting very interesting. And then we have the cash contest that starts this Friday too.
Oh, okay.
A little $10 holler gets you into the contest. So we'll be talking about that on Friday. But today we have Devils and the Cyclones. Let's go ahead and take a look at the matchups today. We got to start things off with our guy Benny and Fornada versus Inaka and Migurena. God, I nailed it this time. Let's go.
You nailed it. It's Ferranda.
Daylight savings, man. It's that daylight savings.
It's Ferranda, not Fornada.
That's what I said.
Okay. You got a Migurena way closer than you got Ferranda.
You know what Beardo called Aspinall?
What?
Called him like Cespinol or something like that. I didn't even recognize it, and his chat caught it. He's like, Beardo's like, oh, his name's Aspinall? And he goes, God, I messed that up. And I'm like,
Messed
it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
the
Chat
we
got him on that
understand.
one.
Names are tough.
Ferranda and Benny versus dude. Do we take our guy Benny here? Plus 160 dog? What are you thinking?
It's hard to bet against a Naki and a Migarena, man. They're really good.
Really
Ron-
good. Have you seen our guy Benny?
I know our guy Benny, man, but this is doubles. You know, no shade at Ferranda there, but he's not been playing great, man. He's not. It doesn't feel like he's in sync. A lot of spots right here, and I'm telling you, when you got a pairing like a Naki and Migarena, you can't make no mistakes, man. They'll make you pay for it. I think I'm gonna roll with the Naki and the Migarena. You know, I'm unbiased. I love all these guys, man. I pick who I think's gonna win. I think
the move here we've seen with Benny, love our guy Benny, but we've seen when they lose, it's like they lose.
Yeah, they do.
It's hardly ever like one of those close ones. So I think if you like that, I think you go 2-0 plus 130.
I don't hate that. I think 2-0 the first
maybe you
match
go
of the night, everybody trying to get warmed up and all that stuff too.
Maybe you hedge it 2-1 down here, 2-0 up here. I don't know, and get a little creative.
Yeah. Maybe you could go full unit on the 2-0 and you could go half unit apiece on it. That's not gonna do you any good. Don't do that.
Do it.
But I don't think there's not any value. I mean, the full unit, you're gonna make 1.3 units, but you're gonna have 2 units invested.
Quit doing the math. Just place the bets and have some fun.
I'm going to. I'm gonna put a parlay together, and I'm gonna have a Naki and Migarena the first leg minus 210.
Okay. Wow, you're laying a minus 210
on a parlay.
On
a parlay, not individual. I'm not an individual bet,
oh,
sir. Not an individual
goodness.
bet. We're not giving them all that juice, but we will put it in a little parlay action.
He's a new man, ladies and gentlemen.
You know I ain't paying that damn juice.
Nicholas and Manu going at it today. That's gonna be good.
You like Nicholas, man?
You like Nicholas plus 140?
So, and Nicholas is a stud too. We know Manu's one of the better players in the entire league, man. But I feel like it's a big spot for Nicholas right here, and especially if they go down, they lose the first match to a Naki and Migarena. They're going to need a win in that second match. So all the pressure on.
I like Manu's going to remind you of who he is.
I know. God, I know. I do this every time. Every time 6-0, 6-1 or something.
In case you forgot, son.
Yeah. I am the Manu.
Oh man, then we got CRB and Kubala minus 330 favorites versus our guys Bueno and Rock. Man,
dude, Bueno and Rock are plus 240 dogs.
I was gonna say, would you at the beginning of the season? Do you think we would ever, if you told me that we would see Bueno and Rock plus 240, I would have been like, no.
We asked him too. I don't know why we didn't ask him what's going on with y'all. Well, we didn't really know because they played a match later that week and they lost it because I'm pretty sure until late in the season last year. They didn't even lose a match as doubles. I don't know if they moved up in divisions or something's changed.
No, they're both the Division 6 right now. They didn't lose a match last year. But Bueno's, he says he's been recovering from injury.
That's right. He's got the lower back thing going on. That's true, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think in that spot, knowing that, and I mean, because lower back, something like that, you usually do need, and these guys aren't going to get 2 or 3 weeks or a month off in the season. They got to go back every week or so to play. So it's hard to get that extended time that you need. Lower back, you don't play with, man.
I'm telling you, this is one I think there's value here on Bueno and Rock because injuries explain what's going on, but at some point they're gonna flip the switch and get back to who they were. And so the books are gonna overcorrect right now. And that's what they're doing because of what they've seen.
That's a good point.
I'm not saying that this is the match that they're gonna flip the switch and get back to how they were, but you want to start sprinkling a little bit now and keep sprinkling a little bit on them, they're going to eventually turn the page.
I agree with you. That's a good point.
Those guys are too good.
They are. They are. I agree with you. And maybe they've just been out, like I said, I don't think we've ever seen them this big a dog. So I definitely think there's value there.
Yeah. Sure haven't.
God, I always bet against Kabbalah,
though. We got our guy, Hyro and Benny versus the Ikeda and Manu. Oh, man, dude. This is not an easy day for our boy Benny. But they're a minus 395 favorite in this one. Wow.
Hyro and Benny, though, they've been playing very, very well together.
Benny says, he goes, I love playing with Hyro because he's going to put the ball in the same spot every single time.
Yeah. They do like playing together, man. They are.
Benny was in
What?
Never mind. I was going
What
to
are you going to say?
I'm not going to make the joke.
Proud of you for catching yourself.
Anyways, Benny and Iro minus 395. Add that to your parlay because that's a lock. Then we got Nicholas and Kubala minus 315 going up against Bueno and Migarena. It's weird seeing our guy Bueno, you know?
It's because the books watch the Sports Morning Espresso Shot and they know he's got the little back injury he's dealing with.
Yeah. Man.
Dirty old books.
Add Nicholas Kubala to your parlay too, and they're going to get it done. Sorry, Bueno. Sorry.
Bueno's going to come out there. He's watching this morning. He ain't taking our shit. He's going to come out today.
He's going to take an extra shot of that Cuban coffee.
Man, he's going to do like a ninja 360 back kick off the wall and sling a 2-wall costada. Booyah. Let's go.
And hit us with the suck it.
And we'll accept it, Bueno. Just tell us, man. Tell us. We deserve this.
I want to see him win one of these. I want to see him do it. And then we got Ferranda and Ikeda.
Ferranda and Ikeda in the last match. That's kind of a man. I like these dogs in these plus 140, minus 180 spots.
I do. I feel like I've been liking Ikeda as I feel like he's always a plus 140 dog, and I love it every single time. And it hasn't been coming through as much.
I'd have to look back and see. I don't know. I kind of like that, man. Like I said, Ferranda hasn't been playing his best highlight of late.
Well, let's do it. Let's get it. Ikeda 2-0 plus 300. A little sprinkle.
I didn't say 2-0 now.
A little sprinkle plus 300.
Shoot, little sprinkle, half unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Winner.
I got a pretty gross little parlay, little plus 965 if you want it.
I think you put 1 unit on Ikeda plus 140 and a half unit on 2-0 and 2-1. Yeah.
You're going to wind up chasing your tail in a lot of that spots.
Yeah, but if you like it enough to 2 units, split your unit up.
Even then, though, I think you almost I don't
1
know.
unit on each, 3-0, 2-0, and 2-1.
That's what I'm saying. To get any value, you almost have to put 1 unit on all of them. The half unit's not going to make you enough back. You really wind up just chasing your tail. And there's still
you're going to win 2 out of 3 because if he wins straight up, he's going to either win 2-0 or 2-1. So, yeah, you're right. You probably just split and go 1-1.
Yeah. So, because if you wind up putting 3 bets in right there and you have full unit and a half unit, you wind up just chasing your tail if you win any of them. And there's still a chance you can lose your bet.
We don't lose here.
Never.
What's your parlay? Hit me with your parlay.
All right, we're going to go with a Naki and a Migarena money line over Ferranda and Benny. Nicholas money line over Manu. Hyro and Benny money line over Ikeda and Manu. And then Ikeda money line over Ferranda. That'll get you a little plus 965 on the 4-leg parlay.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's right, baby.
My best bet of the day is going to be, where is it at? What is the one that I like? I liked Inaki and Migarena 2-0 plus 130.
A Naki and a Migarena
2-0. First match, 2-0 against our
plus
guy,
130.
Benny. Plus 130. Lock it in. Devil Cyclones, we'll see you there tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern, over on ESPN 3, FUBO TV, or their YouTube channel. Links to all their social medias, this site, and their YouTube channel is in the description of the stream or video, however you're watching it. Check it out. We'll see you there tonight. We got the World Highlight League, Devils, Cyclones, 5 p.m. Eastern. Booyah.
Booyah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Did any other breaking news happen this morning?
I don't think so, man. I haven't seen anything yet.
Steelers continue to talk to Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, but Aaron Rodgers emerged as a quarterback. Dude, Aaron Rodgers emerged everywhere.
Well, yeah, of course he does. He emerges for all of 30 seconds. They're like, hey, you're not any good anymore. We don't want you.
Should Cleveland just start Jameis Winston?
Yes.
That'd be fun.
It's at least exciting for the fans.
Hey, our guy there, by the way. Gable Stevenson's the first heavyweight to win 4 Big Ten championships.
Dude, it's always incredible. You see that stuff. People don't understand. 4 years. That means you came in as a freshman. You dominated that. You did it again as a sophomore. And the thing is, once you get to the top of that mountain, it's hard to keep putting the work in to stay on top of that mountain. Anytime like someone's 4 years in a row, dude, that's impressive to me. And Blue said, check your ex. He might have some winners for you, man.
Oh, he does.
I'll get picks out for y'all here in a little while, man. I'm gonna wait a little longer today so I can see line moves and stuff. But be looking for those things around
Dude,
3 or 4 today.
Stuff ain't loading for me all of a sudden.
Technical difficulties.
I
Who'd have
just
thought?
won't load. Oh, we don't have time for it today, but Eric, John Pizza guy, we will pull that up and play it tomorrow. He sent me a clip of his pepperoni pizza speed challenge. This is his Olympics.
Oh man, yeah, we'll check that out tomorrow. I can always get on board with watching that. Some of that pizza
This
art,
is all
man.
show me right here. This is Blues Picks. It's not loading for me.
Oh, it's not low. We'll retweet them, Blue. Go ahead, tag me in them too, man. Did you tag me in them? Actually, you may have done that.
Yeah, he did already tag you in it.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
You go.
No, God. It's showing me one of them.
Let's say I don't.
Well, it's a $2. It's a $2 wager to win 178.
We'll lay it on us, man.
I can only see half of it.
Oh, okay. We'll retweet it, Blue. We'll retweet it for y'all. Y'all check that stuff out on our X and everything. Yep. It's not our fault when technology doesn't work right.
Bastards.
Oh, Buku had another scratch off the other day. We didn't tell him that.
Oh, the one that he sent us?
5 honey buns. Just wakes up, pisses excellence. On his way to the golf course. Just scratching winners.
Yeah, that'll pay for my golf this morning and our hockey trip the past weekend.
Yeah. Just easy money, dude. Yeah.
Might have to go back over there, catch another game.
Some people just got it. I know the Ducks play up in Nashville on March 20th.
Yeah.
We were talking about, I was like, it might be too quick a turnaround, bro. I was like, we might have to look for him about November.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to wrap things there, though. Great show, as always. Good having you guys in. Sorry that you guys were all late to the show. Maybe tomorrow you guys will show up on time and we'll get things going early as usual. But we'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then,
good luck, good gambling,
and game on.